All right, boys, today I want to walk you through 5 tactics and strategies. And if you implement these into your training program right now, trust me when I say this, you're going to skyrocket your testosterone levels. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Doug and I've been a personal trainer and a nutritionist for the last 6 years. And in that time, I've helped well over 100 guys to turbocharge their testosterone, to take back control of their health, to boost their energy, to give them more confidence. And that's what I want to help you do today with this video. I've been doing this professionally for the last 6 years, but I've been training myself for the last 16. And trust me when I say this, in that time, I have made every single mistake in the book. I actually grew up a skinny, insecure kid with very little confidence and even less muscle. But after a decade in the corporate world, working in an office job, kind of living that sort of work hard, play hard life, the lifestyle caught up with me. Somewhere along the way, I decided that I wanted to bulk, but I did it completely wrong. I ate everything in sight. I didn't really have any sort of strategy with my training, and I just put on 20 kilos of fat. I didn't get any stronger, and in fact, I got burnt out, depressed, and overweight in the process. But the good news is, fast forward to today, and now I'm in the best shape of my life. My mental health's the best it's ever been. I've got more confidence, energy, drive, vitality than I've ever had before, and quite frankly, I feel 21 again, even though I'm 36 years old. Starting with the most important, it has to be resistance training. And you want to be doing this consistently at least 3 times per week. This is going to be absolutely essential for not only boosting, but then also maintaining healthy testosterone levels. And of course, it's going to be vital for enhancing muscular development. So once you're locked in and consistently doing resistance training, lifting weights 3 times per week, then you want to add in progressive overload. Now, this sounds a lot more complicated than it is. Progressive overload is very straightforward. It is simply increasing the volume that you are lifting over a period of time. And you can do this in 3 different ways. For every exercise that you do, you're doing a set amount of weight, you're doing a set amount of reps, and you're doing a set amount of sets. If you multiply those 3 factors together, the weight that you're lifting, the sets that you're doing, the reps that you're doing, you come up with a volume figure. Let me give you a very straightforward, practical, real life example. Let's say today I go into the gym and I leg press 100 kilos and I do 3 sets of 10 reps. For every set that I have done, I'm going to have leg pressed 1000 kg. If I'm doing 3 sets, that's 3000 kg. So for me to progressively overload, I now need to manipulate one of those variables, the weight that I'm lifting, the number of sets that I'm doing, or the number of reps that I'm doing. The most obvious variable to manipulate there is going to be the weight that I'm lifting, particularly at the beginning. If you're new to the gym or new to that exercise, you are going to progress faster just by increasing the weight, and you're going to be able to do this relatively comfortably. But after a while, that rate of progress is going to start to slow down and stagnate and eventually plateau. So this is where you need to start manipulating the number of sets that you do and the number of reps that you do. Now, adding more sets is a very viable option, but it means you're going to have to spend more time at the gym because obviously you're going to need to rest maybe 2, maybe even 3 minutes in between those sets. So the next most obvious option is to add more reps to your sets. So I, again, could keep my weight at 100 kilos, but this time I could do 3 sets of 12. So my volume will go up that way. So you start to see, guys, how you can manipulate and achieve progressive overload through 1, 2, or even all 3 of those variables. And if you're really plateauing and you've tried increasing the weight and you've tried increasing the number of sets and you've tried increasing the number of reps, but you just cannot increase that volume anymore, what I would encourage you to do is try a different variation of an exercise that targets the same muscle groups. Tactic number 3 is incorporating compound movements into your training program. These are multi-joint, multi-muscle movements that tend to use the biggest muscles in your body, and there's a few benefits to this. To give you some examples of compound movements, you want to think about anything from squats, deadlifts, good mornings, lunges, bench press, overhead press, pull-ups, press-ups, dips, bent over rows, cable rows, anything, like I say, that's using multiple joints and multiple large muscles within your body. Honestly, a lot of guys that I see don't incorporate enough compound movements into their training program, and they're sleeping on the benefits. That's why their results are stagnating or they're not making any progress. And whatever your goal, these compound movements are absolutely fantastic. If you're looking to burn fat and lose weight, these are going to help you do that the quickest. They're going to maximize the results that you get from the time that you spend in the gym. And the reason being is that you're working the biggest muscles. And the bigger the muscle, the bigger the contraction. The bigger the contraction, the more oxygen that muscle needs. The more oxygen that muscle needs, the harder your heart's going to have to work to pump the oxygen in the blood to the muscle, and the harder your lungs are going to have to work to bring in more of that oxygen. And all of those micro processes add up to a very metabolic process. You're going to burn a lot of calories doing this. So that's benefit number one. It's going to help maximize the returns that you get from your gym session. It's going to help you burn more calories and lose more fat. And then benefit number two is that you're using multiple major muscles. This means that you're maximizing the chance of increasing the size of those major muscles. Benefit number three is the lesser known one, but it's the reason that these movements help to skyrocket your testosterone levels. And that is that compound movements have been proven to release the most human growth hormone, HGH, and testosterone into your bloodstream when you do them. So number three is a huge one, guys. You don't want to be spending the majority of your session doing ab work or bicep curls. Sure, don't leave them out, but do them at the end. Focus on the compound movements. You don't even need a gym membership to incorporate number four into your routine, and it's one that I use to this day. And that is incorporating push-ups and bodyweight squats into your morning routine. There's three main benefits to this habit. First and foremost, it's obviously going to help to maintain that muscle tone. Secondly, it's going to help you to build discipline and willpower because you're doing something hard that you could easily skip. And number three, it's going to help to stimulate the production of your hormones. You guys, this is an easy one that anybody can incorporate into their routine as soon as you finish this video. I do 50 push-ups and 50 bodyweight squats every morning. It takes me less than 3 minutes. I strongly encourage you to give it a go. And finishing up with number five, it's incorporating explosive movements into your training program. Things like sprints and plyometrics. These have been scientifically proven to be excellent ways to rapidly increase your testosterone levels and increase your power output. So guys, those are the 5 tactics and strategies that I would strongly recommend you start incorporating into your training program to skyrocket your testosterone levels. But guys, before you click off this video, there's a couple of really important notes and caveats for me to finish on. Firstly, it's important to say that you don't just want to be doing one of these tactics. You want to be trying to incorporate all 5 of them. Secondly, you want to be making sure you're implementing these quickly. Don't sleep on them. Don't procrastinate on them. Just start doing them right now. Point number 3 is you want to make sure you're doing them consistently. I cannot emphasize this enough. You can get some quick wins. You can start to really feel the benefit of this very quickly, but only if you are consistent with it. And then the 4th and final point, guys, is to not get shiny object syndrome. Do this stuff, stick to the plan, and I promise you, you will look and feel better for it. If you do suspect yourself of having low testosterone levels, then I'd strongly encourage you to get a blood test booked in. But in the meantime, you can click the link in the description underneath this video and get instant access to my Testosterone Toolkit for free. And in this toolkit, I'm going to teach you the 4 proven and powerful strategies that you can use to naturally turbocharge your testosterone. I personally used each and every single one of these strategies to triple my testosterone levels, and I've since used them with countless of other men to help them maintain healthy levels too. So go ahead and grab that now. The more of them you implement, the faster you implement, the better the results you are going to get. Anyway, I'll leave this video here. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one in the series. Bye.